I said it before and I'll keep saying it again. One of the things that the Dr. Stone anime really does right is that when it's supposed to have a moment, the music that plays that really sells that moment and makes it really, really beautiful. The Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer here with a late review of the Dr. Stone anime, episode 11. Last time, Senku revealed that they were going to invent glass. The reason for that is to create some sort of glasses for their experiments. However, he also, in his own kind of snarky and rude way, wants to experiment on helping a certain someone. And who is that certain someone? Well, none other than Suika, who Senku Senku takes off the mask of Suika, revealing that Suika is not an ugly girl underneath. In fact, a lot of people may have actually suspected that maybe it was a boy underneath. I'm so happy to inform you that it is not either of that. No, Suika is actually a very adorable looking girl. However, she has a habit of closing in her face where she looks very old or wrinkly, because her eyes suffers from her own words as blurry effect disease. And since the new Stone Age people don't know what that means, Senku reveals that he had already known that Suika is not suffering from a disease, as we know. No, she is just far or nearsighted, meaning that the reason why she curled up her eyes is because she has a very difficult time seeing, or at least seeing images completely. It's all fuzzy. The reason why she wears that mask is because it makes it a little bit easier for her to see, which Senku reveals is because of the pinhole effect. And he says to Suika that he can't find a way to make sure that she can see the world clearly. Which, when the beautiful music plays, that Suika reveals that she just wants to see everything as everyone sees it too, is a very beautiful moment. I could say that this is clearly the Suika episode where we see her more than we see everything else. So Team Senku crushes some rocks in a nearby place where Chrome finds some dust. And together with their science melting as well as many things more, they create the first glass sample that or a glass-like sample that Senku places inside the mask. He and Chrome then takes Suika to a field of flowers, which she barely can see, and then places the mask on her face. And once again, the beautiful music plays that we can really see how emotional Suika becomes. She said she sheds tears inside, and let me tell you, that is just what that is meant to be. Even I felt so deep inside there. It is so beautiful. And again, Senku has a very rude way of speaking, but deep down he truly can be a kind-hearted person, because he made sure that the first thing that Suika, a nature-loving girl, got to see clearly for the first time was a field of sunflowers. Now, isn't that beautiful and very moving? This episode also reveals, although in a very different note, that, let's see, Kinro also has farsightedness, but unlike Suika, he is a man, therefore he won't make excuses, and therefore he won't tell everybody. His brother lampshades that he wouldn't have so much shame and would just admit immediately that he is like that, but well, they are different after all. So with that in mind, and Suika not longer as clumsy because she can see clearly, Team Senku tries to create difficult glasses with blowing techniques, but of course cannot because Senku is not a craftsman. So Chrome brings forth a new character that we have been somewhat introduced to. The eccentric, if not a really comical old man Kaiseki, who is revealed to be the craftsman of this place. He's an old man, although it's not exactly stated how old he is. Maybe 70, 60 something. I hope he's not 80, but it wouldn't surprise me if he is. Regardless, however, after a comical moment where Chrome has tied him up completely and dragged him to the place, and he says, to tie you up and ask for a favor in a kinky thing is way to do it. That's disgusting. And Chromio saying, hey man, that's not what this is about. And indeed, Senku and Chrome manages to interest Kaiseki with the art of a thing, because even though he is not a modern person, Kaiseki is a craftsman, and for this is craft, so he gets interested. And surprisingly, he is able to create perfect glasses in the first try, because while he may not be a modern person, he's a craftsman who has been that for over 50 years. He has experience, and he knows it in his body. It is also revealed that the old man is extremely muscular. And I do mean it. He is short, but he is extremely muscular. It's so comical when he rips apart the ropes, revealing that body that not even Chroma and Senku saw coming. That is so rare. It is also revealed that Kaiseki is the one who made the shield that Koako always have on her back. It used to belong to her father. So, which says to mean that once upon a time her father and Koaku had a pretty good relationship. Later on, during the training of Hell, the Ro brothers tries to find a way to get, well, a silver or a golden spear. Senku eventually says that they're gonna get a silver spear, but that is not because he likes Ginro. The reason for that is because he will, according to his own world, track down something that is very needed for their science. And that one thing is extremely dangerous. It may very well just kill them at all. So he has to sacrifice his life for them. It was a pretty demonic moment with a comical one. So this is basically this episode. A very moving one with Suika in it. Suika's voice here is more that fact. I still really haven't gotten used to that her voice is a lot more childlike than I actually assumed it to be. I mean, it suits her, but for some reason I'm not really... I cannot really hear her voice so much. But I guess that is because her voice is extremely childish and she's supposed to be a child. So I don't... Well, it doesn't matter, it's a cute voice regardless. But what is more of the fact that, yeah, Suika has far or nearsightedness, which is a thing in this world. Fitting that Senku is able to invent it. We're introduced to old man Kaiseki, a builder. Somebody tells me he's gonna become permanent. He is pretty comical. Especially the fact that it says that tying up in a kinky play and asking for a favor is your way of doing that. I'm not gonna help you with mysterious science at all. I mean, you just assume after being tied up in a way that is supposed to be some kinky things. Oh man, give me a fuss if you have any.